with the obligatory anime waifu that all of you furries wanted out of the way, why not talk about another furry? Kong here is the titular ape from Godzilla vs. Kong and acts as the main protagonist, acting on behalf of the humans and fighting a literal god. Looking at the sculpt, Hiya Toys once again managed to beautifully replicate every aspect of Kong depicted in the film, such as the monkey face, the Sigma male proportions, and the shit muddled fur. Something that makes him much more appealing to furries, I suppose. Zooming in on the head, it is almost disgustingly real as the face and eyebrows are accurately depicted with the monkey but human-like eyes, gorilla nose, and a frown that portrays Kong's nature as an ape who was raised on an island alone and simps over minors. If we kill all the people across the ocean, we'll truly be free to simp and take over minors. There's also the monkey beard that shows Kong's age and his Sigma male status. Besides your frowning face, there's also an angry face in which the pupils are lifted, the eyebrows are closed in, and the open mouth with his teeth are showing. And looking closely at the teeth, they are disgusting as it seems like Kong didn't ever once brush his teeth, with all the residue still remaining untouched. And then there's the monkey face, in which Kong literally goes apeshit insane, which is the previous face, just with an open mouth, in which the glory of Kong's inner cavity is shown. The rotten teeth and fangs are explicitly portrayed alongside the wound-filled tongue that oozes blood, perfectly portraying Kong's ferocity, but lack of self-hygiene. Is this what it takes to be a Sigma male? Moving below, Kong has a ribbed body that oozes Sigma male testosterone. The chests are superbly rendered with their being divided into the perfect shape. Talking about the perfect shape, you can clearly observe Kong's man tits, which shows the level that Hiya Toys is willing to go. The abdomen is very non-ape-like and more reminiscent of a human. Well, there goes scientific accuracy. But regarding sex appeal, the joint line actually screwed it up for the sake of articulation, a loaded topic that I'll discuss later on. But the scars that Kong possesses perfectly shows the scars of battle and why.
Bows to no one.
Looking at the back, Kong's back, similar to his six-packs, possesses high levels of sex appeal as they are clearly defined alongside being enormous, making 27-year-old virgins like me jealous. But the biggest appeal on the back might be that great ass that seems to have been crafted by the best sculptors today. Not only are they clearly defined with the explicit shape, but also have the perfect proportion, making Kong capable of shitting like a king. Talking about a great ass! If you flip Kong over, there's Kong's... I knew pet owners were responsible for, castrating their pets. Didn't know that same method also applied to studios and their IPs.
고자라니! 아니, 내가 고자라니! 이게 무슨 소리야! 아니, 고자라니! 내가 고자라니! 내가...
Looking at the arms, Kong, as being a monkey, tends to possess a higher muscle density, making even Chads like Eren Yeager into anorexic models. As you can see, there are numerous joint lines which not only provide excess movement, but also act to add muscle definition to the arms, something typically seen in the SH Monsters Kong. The same applies to the legs, as proportion-wise, they are shorter than that of your average human and acts as arms, especially the feet, as they're designed to act as appendages to grab onto trees, rather than the sleek human build which were meant for walking and traversing long distances. If you've seen my Hiya Toys Godzilla review, one of the complaints I had with the lack of accessories as Godzilla came with nothing. However, Kong, unlike his reptile counterpart, takes a different approach, as he comes packed. Besides the faces previously mentioned, Kong comes with a variety of hands. Besides your open hands made for either slapping rival kaijus or pleasing particular mechs, you have your fists for fisting other giants, friendly or foe. crawling hands in order for Kong to crawl on all fours, and holding hands in order for Kong to hold his axe. Look at the axe. Unlike the SH Monsters variant, which was half-assed, the Hiya Toys variant is spectacular as the individual components, just like the real Great Gunpla line, are separately colored with weathering detail, as the dorsal plate has the perfect blend of blue and black with a gray outline, making it look like an actual weapon rather than a decoration. This is in addition to the wrapping, which has all the weather details, and the handle, which has a combination of different coloring, showing that Kong's battle axe is a superb accessory that was made with love and care. When viewing Kong's size, while Kong might be a thick boy, height-wise he isn't that tall for a kaiju, and Kong stands at 16 centimeters or 6.3 inches. Here's Kong next to Gunpla, Hiya Toys Godzilla and the SH Monsters Mechagodzilla, Star Wars Black Series, Figma, and SH Monsters Kong. When regarding articulation, the Hiya Toys Godzilla was similar to the Monsters Godzilla as, while not impressive, did satisfy all the movements that Godzilla portrayed in the films. So I expected the same standard of posability as the SH Monsters Kong. But as a wise old leader once stated,
reality is often disappointing.
The head movement, considering the shape, does all that is required. Shoulder movement, bicep movement is pretty good. Elbow movement, hands are decent. Body line, when up and down, limited. But when regarding side to side movement is pretty good. Leg split, knee movement, no, and the feet. In conclusion, the Hiya Toys Kong is another release in the Monsterverse line in which, in my opinion, is still the best articulated iteration of Kong in the manga, especially regarding the fantastic and screen accurate sculpt in which even the minute details are carefully rendered, alongside the various accessories that adds extra expressions and allows Kong to portray various forms. The only gripe I have here is the stiff and limited articulation that makes mentally unstable ADHD patients like me into cardio arrest. If it wasn't for the sloppy articulation, this would have been a great figure. But considering the pros of the figures and weighing all the options, I would highly recommend this figure and give it a ranking of B+.
Monkey, 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 monkey.